What is going on, dudes? How you guys doing? I am TheeRealDuke, and welcome to episode 47 of my Banished Let's Play series. I hope you guys are doing alright. I think we're going to have to let the game run a little bit here with my fingers crossed. So, here's where we left last episode. Basically, it was the end of all tools, and I've run out of tools. So I plunked down this here blacksmith, okay, and I've hired one, and they're just nowhere to be found. I don't know where they are, but they're not there. And I've been scanning, and I can't find the person with the question mark above their head. So that's kind of, that's a little worrisome for me. Is it how big of a deal is it if we run out of good tools? Well, production decreases, and so everything that we're producing enough of right now, or for right now, it's just not gonna last. So the amount of, for example, food or firewood that we're producing is going to decrease because we don't have tools to keep that efficiency up. So that's a big problem, I guess, if you consider food important. But I've been scanning here, and you can see I don't know where that circle is. So I guess what happens if I don't know, 3? Will somebody work there? Yes. Okay, now somebody is working there. There's one person around without a job. Okay. I don't know what that was about. Anyway, so we got someone there. I gotta get some tools going here, so I'm gonna let the game run for a little bit. I'm gonna slow down pretty much everything else. I don't want to overproduce humans or other things, so we're just gonna kind of let it rock here. So I'm gonna go do that, and then I'll bring you guys back in. Okay, I don't know what in the world is going on here, but the game is kind of wigging out on me. So a couple of times I've been looking to see if the number's going up here, and then I would come down here to see what this blacksmith was doing. I would click on it, right, and he's finding a tool. Okay, good, I guess. But you can see I have 52 tools here, and there's 42 people, now 40, walking around without tools. I don't understand why they're not getting tools. Number one. Number two, several times when I clicked on this to see where Vincier was, it gave me a fisherman. I don't know if that was related to before when I was having a difficult time finding where, I don't know, finding where the blacksmith was. Anyway, I think Crisis... Oh, see, now this number is skyrocketing, hopefully, or plummeting, I guess. They didn't make enough tools for everybody without a tool, but hopefully now that with two blacksmiths firing away, I guess, I don't know, this is just weird right now. Like, why would they be all just kind of crowding and then everybody's gone? I don't know. Anyway, so production should be kicking back up. I didn't take as big of a hit to food as I thought I would. It should be a little higher than that, and it's not. But whatever. So we have this expansion here, rocking and rolling. Who? No way. No, you guys are up to 1,000 now. Sorry. 1,000, please. Anyway, so I'm kind of checking out the map here, trying to figure out where our next best move is. There are lots of places with lots of good stone and stuff to mine, and stone and iron are kind of low. I have this happening up here, you guys know, but whatever. So what I'm trying to do is, again, I'm trying to figure out my next move. I like that island down there, but it's not as efficient as I'd like it to be. It's not as efficient of a shape as I'd like it to be. So what I'm actually trying to see, like, how you know, how really, truly flat this is here. And I'm thinking about just dropping a forestry hut in there. I have a lot of laborers, and then creating my own forestry node from pretty much nothing. So I think that's what my next step is. But again, look, I got 11 tools and 5 people without tools. I don't know what's going on with that, but I'm gonna see. I hope it fixes itself, because that's pretty terrifying. Because basically, no matter how hard I work, it's just gonna fall apart because whatever's freaking out and not giving my dudes tools. So anyway, I'm going to. It's gonna be a little close to here. It's not gonna be as efficient as possible, but it's still gonna work, because my second problem. And there's enough tools now, because it's enough tools. There's enough clothes now, because, you know, we're in the summertime, but in the winter this drops like a rock for some reason. It's really strange. And I'm looking, and I think I might have mentioned last episode, an issue that we're having is that the hunting cabins are not producing enough leather. So I'm going to get another hunting cabin out here. So I'm going to start that up, get this node rocking and rolling. I'm going to let the game run for a little bit. Hopefully my tool problem will be done by then, and we'll have some answers for that tailor issue as well. Probably got to make another tailor. So I'll bring you guys back in just a sec. Stay put. Yeah, a fire. So here goes everything. Oh, jeez. All right. People look like they're on it, though. As I normally do, I'm going to just go ahead and tear this off like a band-aid. And very nice. Very well done, everybody. Good job. That's a bummer. Let's go ahead and rebuild that, please. Thank you. That was... I really did not need that. I did not need that. This is coming along. Anyway, back to work. Jeez. Crisis avoided. Averted. Avoided. Crisis avoided. And they are descending upon the resources as if locusts. Which is, you know, kind of cool. So, we got the basic structure set up here. It's going okay. This is taking a little bit longer than I would like. Which is slowing down the replanting, which is a but. Freaking hate that. But hey, it's working slowly, but still working. If I could just trade, then I could get some animals. Then I could have some leather and some cows. So, speaking of leather, I mean, and food and farms, because I would have seeds. Oh, delicious beans. So, but you know, hey, they're working on it. After this house is done, so I'm going to go ahead and just pull the trigger on that one there. So that was done. Good. Fishermen. Well, you know, love sees no anything. 33 and 14. Builders? What? You know what? They'll work it out. Eventually foresters will move in there. So what I did over here was, boom, tailor. The tailor is cranking out some coats. Our coats are staying nice and high, which is awesome. I mean, higher than they were. That's still not quite enough, but they keep running out of leather still. So, up here, we have another hunting cabin coming in, which is good. That's going to be good. So that'll help out our leather supply, obviously. And in the meantime, we're just kind of chopping all this stuff down. They started working on this, and then they completed it, which is good. I don't know what happened to all of those people. So I'm gonna shift some stuff around here. I have a fishing dock ready to rock here. Let's go ahead and get that built. I got my fishermen waiting to go. Anyway, big things are happening, and we are working it out. When I get an update, I will bring you guys back in. Okay, so first things first, things have smoothed out slightly. I am just perpetually low on iron and stone. I have stone trickling in from the quarry. We all know that, and I hate it. We all know that too. I always have enough firewood. and I never have none, and it never goes low. But I don't like that it's down there. I don't like that it's that low. So I threw in another woodcutter here. This would normally be, if we're going by the crossroads plan, this would normally be this type of thing here, which would have a tailor, a blacksmith, and a woodcutter, like one of these processing. In my mind, I call them processing units. Anyway, so I don't have it set up that way because there's not a lot of distance between the edge of this ring and the river. So it would be difficult to try and cram everything in there, also because this mountain is here. So I could normally just go laterally. I might be able to actually, it is possible to jam the majority of it in there. However, I just kind of put things where I thought they fit because I'm going with the landscape a little bit here. So, excuse me, that's how we got the blacksmith there. For a time, they were at their limit, which was cool. Taylor doing much better with 22 coats. I'm getting basically 25 coats between each of the tailors, which is like 50, which is not great. I don't know how it's staying up there, but anyway, 50 per season by 4 seasons, so like 200 or something, but it's not quite that many. It's like 170 something probably in reality. Up here, I got a couple houses coming in, foresters, hunters, and so forth. Laborers, hey, whatever, it's all good. Forester lodges are doing okay. The hunting cabin, this is what I'm looking at right here. This is the best this hunting cabin can do. It's just, probably because it's not a good forest yet. But hopefully that'll be picking up. 12 leather is not going to cut it. When we look over at this more established one, we're seeing 16 leather. A difference of 25%. Doesn't sound much. Doesn't sound like much, but it kind of is. Especially when we have a clothing shortage and people are freezing to death. This thing is getting deep down here. I threw in another house here. My population was starting to stagnate. I was seeing 4 or 5 people a year, 4 or 5 kitties growing into adults, and it was up to 142 at one point, and then it was down to 136. So I threw in a couple houses, not too many though, and then I have one more coming in here. The next area of expansion that we were looking at before I decided to do that one was up in this area. This looks nice up in here. It's hard to see because it's all grayed out because it's raining, but smack dab in the middle here, this looks nice. So I'm looking at that maybe next. But we also have an area that I laid out earlier, just south of everything down here. I threw a market there, and I jammed all of the houses over to the side here. As best I could so that they would fall in within this market. If we can see where that goes. So I can get like one row of houses in here and then spread out the rest of the houses around. So that's, I want to make sure, I want to maintain kind of what we have up here for a year or two, just to make sure everything's going okay. There's a lot of spots around here for me to build houses, like around this market, before I go developing in other areas. I'd also like to get some more stone cleared from around here, just to kind of bolster our reserves a little bit. I'm kind of hovering right around exactly what I need at all times, and I like to have extra. You know how you like that padding. Anyway, also around here we can build a lot of houses. So I got 2 laid out right here by the hospital. Anyway, tools. We saw that spike right when I built those first 2 guys. That's ridiculous. Boom. House complete. Okay. A woodcutter and a laborer. Whatever. Here's the deal. So we got the Gatherer's Hut built. They just finished that. This popped up almost at the exact same time, maybe half a minute sooner. So that's good. This is in good shape here. These trees are starting to get bigger. It doesn't quite obviously look like a regularly harvested forest, But hey, it's getting there. Additionally, there's going to be a lot of food coming in. Hopefully about 1,000 food. This should get up there as well once we start getting more things around. What is this one averaging up here? More trees is what I mean by things. So 640. Where else can we check here? What are we doing here? 480. Alright, so I guess we're pretty much even with baby trees. This one is potentially producing as much food as is to be expected. I hope not. But anyway. So again, we're at a good spot up here. Don't quite need an herbalist. Maybe we do, because that's kind of pitiful. But you know, we'll get to that maybe in a second. Maybe by next episode. I got this tunnel I need to finish. That's just too much stone for me right now, but you know, that's going to help efficiency in the long run also. We got fisherman's hut here, fishing dock. I need to build some houses around it. This is BS. How could I not have done that? Woodcutter down here is good. Cranking out some firewood. Got some fishermen's living there, and I actually built this place for him. But, you know, what do I expect? So I'm going to throw another one there right now. And then can I squeeze one in there? No, I cannot. What about over here? Curse you, hillock! Not down there. What about, can I, let's see if I can get a road squeezed squoze in here. I cannot. Not even if I shift it. Crap! Okay, whatever. What we'll do is put one there anyway. You know, might as well just square it up to the road at this point. So we'll pause that one. Let the people get to this one. That way this whole thing will be working a lot better. That is, I think, it for this episode. Time to increase the food. I'll go up to 19,000. That's a good spot to be at, I think. Let me know what you guys think. Did you guys... and in the past, listen, in the past, trying to get villagers to do things that you wanted them to do had been difficult. They would go flake off and do whatever. They would go get lost and stand there until they froze or starved to death. The patches have been really great at fixing those things. They would also stand in front of buildings and watch them burn. The patches have been really great at fixing those things. I've never seen anything like this before. Let me know if that is part of your guys' experience or not, too. I would love to hear from you guys. Let me know what you think about that. Anyway, that is it for this episode. Thank you, dudes, so much for taking a second to check this out. I genuinely appreciate it. I hope your new year is off to a great start. That's it for me for this episode. Thanks again, dudes. I will catch you guys next time. TheeRealDuke, and I'm out.